My name is Emily Harper, and if you saw me 10 years ago, you'd have pitied the girl from a dusty Iowa farm town, trapped in a life scripted by everyone but me. But let me take you back to that fateful day when my world shattered, only to rebuild itself into something unbreakable. It started with a knock on the door that wasn't opportunity. It was betrayal. I grew up in the heart of the Midwest, in a small town called Willow Creek, where cornfields stretched as far as the eye could see, and family was supposed to be everything. My parents, Jack and Martha Harper, ran a modest farm that had been in our family for generations. We weren't rich, far from it. Dad worked the land from dawn to dusk, Mom juggled the books in the kitchen, and my two older siblings, Tom and Sarah, were the golden children. Tom, the football star turned local mechanic, and Sarah, the beauty queen who married into what passed for money in our town. Me? I was the quiet one, the dreamer with a knack for tinkering with computers in the barn after chores. I fixed neighbors' old PCs for pocket change, dreaming of Silicon Valley while staring at the stars through our leaky roof. But dreams don't pay bills, and by the time I turned 22, the farm was drowning in debt. Bad harvests, rising costs. Dad had borrowed from shady lenders, and the interest was choking us. That's when they dropped the bomb. One evening, over a tense dinner of Mom's overcooked pot roast, Dad cleared his throat and said, "Emily, we found a way out. Old man Wilkins, his son's looking for a wife. They're willing to clear our debts if you marry him." I froze, fork midway to my mouth. Marry? To pay off debts? This wasn't some old novel. This was my life. "Dad, no," I whispered, my voice trembling. "I can't. I have plans. College, maybe. Tech school." But Mom's eyes were pleading, tears welling up. "Honey, it's for the family. We could lose everything." Tom smirked. "Come on, Em. Don't be selfish. It's not like you've got better options." Sarah nodded, her perfect manicure tapping the table. "Yes, sis. Think of us." The argument escalated. I yelled. They yelled back. Words like ungrateful and disgrace flew like daggers. That night, they gave me an ultimatum: marry or leave. I chose to leave. With nothing but a backpack, $200 from my savings, and a broken heart, I hitched a ride to the bus station. As the Greyhound pulled away from Willow Creek, I sobbed silently, watching the farm fade in the rearview. Disowned. Forgotten. But in that pain, a fire ignited, a quiet rage that whispered, "I'll show them." Silicon Valley was a world away, literally and figuratively. I arrived in San Francisco with wide eyes and empty pockets, crashing on a distant cousin's couch until I found a waitressing gig at a dingy diner near the tech hubs. Days blurred into nights, serving coffee to startup founders by day, teaching myself coding online by night. Free tutorials, library computers, I devoured it all. HTML, Python, app development. It was grueling. There were nights I cried myself to sleep, hungry and alone, wondering if I'd made a mistake. But every rejection email from job applications fueled me. Not enough experience, no degree. Fine, I'd build my own path. One rainy evening, inspiration struck. While wiping tables, I overheard tech bros complaining about inefficient farm management software, tracking crops, debts, weather patterns. It hit me. Why not an app that simplifies it all for small farmers like my family? I sketched ideas on napkins, coded prototypes on a borrowed laptop. Months turned into a year. I quit waitressing, freelance gigs to survive, and poured my soul into Harvest Hub, an AI-driven platform that predicted yields, managed finances, and connected farmers to buyers. Secretly, of course. No one back home knew. Why would they? I was the failure, remember? There were dark times. A bad breakup with a guy who called my dreams cute hobbies. Investors laughing me out of pitch meetings because I was a Midwest nobody. But I persisted. I bootstrapped, networked at free events, iterated the app based on beta tests from anonymous farmers online. Then the breakthrough. A venture capitalist stumbled on my demo at a hackathon. "This could revolutionize ag tech," he said. Funding poured in. Seed round, Series A. I hired a small team, kept a low profile. No social media flaunts, no family updates. By year 5, Harvest Hub was valued at $50 million. I was a multimillionaire at 27, living in a modest apartment to stay grounded, but my bank account told a different story. The irony? My app was saving farms like the one that disowned me. Back home, I heard whispers through old friends' Facebook posts. The Harper farm was in trouble, worse than before. Foreclosure loomed. Tom had gambled away savings. Sarah's marriage crumbled under debt. My parents? Frail and regretful, but too proud to reach out. They thought I was scraping by as a barista or something pitiful. The siblings mocked me in group chats I'd long left. Poor Em, probably homeless in Cali. It stung, but I smiled in secret. My revenge was brewing, patient and precise. Years later, the invitation came, a family reunion at the farm. "Come home, Emily. Let's bury the hatchet." Mom's handwriting trembled on the card. I debated, but the fire won. I flew back, economy class to keep suspicions low, arriving in jeans and a hoodie. The reunion was a farce. Picnic tables laden with store-bought food, relatives gossiping. Tom, balding and bitter, slapped my back. "Hey, failure, still chasing rainbows?" Sarah, with her fake smile, "We heard you're waitressing. Need a loan?" Parents avoided my eyes, mumbling apologies laced with excuses. As the afternoon dragged, Dad announced the bad news. The bank was foreclosing next month. Gasps, tears. "We've got nothing left." That's when my phone buzzed, my assistant, right on cue. I stepped aside, pretending annoyance. "Yes, the bid went through? Excellent." Returning to the group, I cleared my throat. "Actually, Dad, the farm's not lost. I just bought it." Silence. Jaws dropped. "What?" Tom sputtered. I pulled out my phone, showing the wire transfer. Millions, straight from my account. Harvest Hub, my company. It's worth more than this whole town now. The reveal hit like a thunderclap. Mom sobbed. "Emily? How?" I explained, voice steady, but laced with hurt. The app born from their betrayal. The empire built on my exile. You disowned me for debts. Now, I'm clearing them. On my terms. But the twist? I wasn't giving it back. I'm turning this into the Emily Harper Community Center for kids with dreams bigger than their hometowns. Free tech classes, scholarships. You all can visit, but it's mine. Tom raged, Sarah begged, parents pleaded. I walked away, heart pounding, but free. They were left humbled, scrambling for rentals, while I boarded my private jet home. Wait, did I mention that surprise? Yeah, I upgraded on the way back. Looking back, that girl on the bus was scared, but she evolved. I learned resilience isn't just surviving, it's thriving in spite of. From a forgotten daughter to a dynasty builder, I reclaimed my power. The betrayal forged me, but revenge? It was sweet, satisfying, and utterly mine. And so my empire stands, not on their ruins, but on my unbreakable spirit. If you're out there feeling disowned or dismissed, remember, your story isn't over until you write the ending. As Maya Angelou once said, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening to my journey. It's raw, it's real, and it reminds us all that redemption is possible. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of triumph over betrayal. Your support means the world. Together, we can inspire the forgotten to build their empires. Until next time, keep rising.